And Renisha's grandmother is telling people that I'm trying to scam them. I'm not scamming anybody. I'm not telling any lie. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I'm just actually telling people how I feel and what I'm going through.
Right now you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop ya. Unstoppable, now we are trained.
Shanice Woolery is a 21-year-old mother of two who says that she is living in deplorable conditions and is finding it extremely difficult to take care of her children. On August 19th, an article was published in the Jamaica Star with the caption, "Mother of two wants out of rat-infested house." Now, since that article went viral, many persons was touched and wanted to assist Shanice out of her situation. But then voice notes and a video started making the rounds on social media in an attempt to discredit Shanice's story. One of the persons seen in a video is the grandmother of Shanice's oldest child, who says that the images shown of a house is not actually where Shanice lives. Let's take a listen to what the grandmother has to say.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Denise Christie. I am making this video on behalf of the ad that I saw in the Star. Also on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram about this young lady that says she's 21 and she lives in a house where rats are there and she don't have any food and she have two kids and she's 21. Well, to make this thing clear, she says she have two kids and none of the kids' father are helping her with the kids. Hear the story now. The first child that she have, the first girl that she have, she said it's my son's child, my second son's child. When she get pregnant with the child, she told, when she gets 6 months, she tell my son that she's pregnant with that child. Okay? I investigate and I speak to her auntie where she live with, and I get to understand that there were more other name calling on that pregnancy. The auntie says to me, well, don't do anything until when the child born. I do a DNA test. I say okay. When the child born, I went to do a DNA test. Miss Woolery, Queenie, then call her Queenie. Miss Woolery, Queenie, deny and say nah, do no DNA test and put the pit in a fear name. Me say okay then, since you don't want to do any DNA test, then that me gonna leave it alone. I mean leave it alone. 3 months after, the auntie see me downtown and said to me, say, that little pitney favor your son. Me say okay, send me a picture of the little girl. She send me a picture of the little girl and me see the little girl, me say yes, that pitney favor my son for true. From 3 months up until June of this year, from the baby at 3 months, the baby name is Renisha, my son name is Renaldo. From the baby at 3 months up until June, I have been taking care of that child. That little girl come to me, sleep with me, sleeping on my bed. I have been taking care of that child. I have been buying stuff for that child. I have been giving her every week $4,000 for that child. Because when she get pregnant for my son was 16 years old, she was 17 years old. My son was still in school. He was a deputy head boy. He was still in school. I did not stop him from school. I said, okay, I will take care of the child. I take care of that child. Even though she did not give him his name, I still take care of the child. Even though she still denied a DNA test, I still take care of the child. In May of this year, the auntie called me and tell me that, well, I found out she's pregnant again for somebody else, for her next young boy, which is 17 and she's 21. In May of this year, the auntie called me and tell me, say, me need to take Renisha because Queen don't live nowhere with Renisha and the baby father where she have. They put her out the door with the baby and they kick her up and beat her up. We come to agreement, we talk. Okay, I said, I'll take the child. I went over by the auntie house over by Pitford for the child, and I remember I was coming from work. I work at the Corner Regional Hospital. I was coming from work And I went for the child. When I went for the child, she wasn't there. She was coming from a clinic, and we wait until she come. There was a knapsack with some clothes, and they giving a knapsack. She come and said, no. And all of the clothes and the knapsack are fear. She take out, throw it on the car seat, and she take out her clothes in the knapsack and said the bag is not for her neither. She left back the child with around 6 to 7 pieces of clothes. And from that time, the child is here with me. Me they take care of the child, me they buy the child this, me I do the child they here. I don't know what fly up in her head or whatever she and my son, because they must see the contact on her phone, and she realized that my mother filed for me and my son supposed to go away. She come back, so she want her child because my son don't go away with her pitney. Me say, my girl, oh, the child will go away with your pitney, and the child does not have my son name. Right there, I was planning that when we go away now, I would have left the child with somebody who couldn't take care of her, if she still can take care of her, and send money can give her for the child, even though she still does not have my son name. She come up here and she cuss and she go along and she want her pitney and she take her pitney and she go with her pitney and she don't care about the pitney. And said me and her auntie plan to take away our child from her. Right? So from that, I don't speak to her. I do not speak to her. When the child come and live with me, the child is 3. November the 26th, the child will be 4. The child cannot read. The child don't know ABC. The child don't know 1, 2, 3. The child don't know nothing at all. So with me and my next daughter-in-law decide that we go buy her a tablet. We buy her the tablet. The child have the tablet right now. We buy her the tablet. I put on games and 1, 2, 3 and ADC on the tablet for the child to learn. I call the child on her phone and I said to her, Renisha, I have a tablet for you. Every day she call me, Renisha, want the tablet. When you don't carry the tablet come. Anyway, I still end up carrying the tablet, go give Renisha. Right? Since last month, I carried the tablet, go Renisha. 2 weeks ago, she come here. I give her 2 bags of clothes, 1 bag of shoes for the little girl, where I get from abroad for the little girl. And this little girl come up on Facebook and Instagram and talk, say, none of the child father them not taking care of the child. I don't know about the second child, but the first child is well taken care of by me. My son used to work. He takes every day, my son, every Friday, my son meet him a beer and give her money for the child when he come from work. He used to give it to me, and I said, no, you don't come from work now, so you can meet her a beer and give her. When I tell my son give her the money and me they come from work, me see her a clock with KFC in her hand. So I say, I do it case of my time. Renisha, she should want KFC. No, before she take the money, go buy snacks and food and buy things for the little 3-year-old, you to buy KFC. Right? And now she have it to talk. A week ago, me go for the little girl down at our house. And Carol come spend the day with me and Carol about the next morning. And also she put up on Facebook where the whole out of the look pan and they see, say this girl, that girl don't live there. I don't know where she get that house from or where that house come from, but she do not live there. That is not where she live. And as God as my witness, I am telling you the truth. And anybody who wants to know more, you can contact me on my number. You can contact my number and call me. My number is 403-9229. This little girl is telling a lie and she's scamming people. She have not worked. When she just have the first child in a couple months, her hand to get her job out by clock, Westgate. And she worked there for 3 days and cuss off later to lady said she not have to work again. Her man remind her. I'm frightened to see the auntie send me a picture of her yesterday with the posters and everything. And I call her. And I say, Queenie, why you do that? And she traced me off on the phone, on WhatsApp. Clean. Me block her. Me say, okay, block her, I'm busy with it. But when one of my co-workers will know how hard I have been struggling to get to mind that little girl and all that I have done for that little girl, send me to look on YouTube and Joe Biden and see the comments that is made. This morning, me have to cry, living near water, if you know, say, I have been struggling and helping that little girl, and the mother come on Facebook and this and telling the whole world that nobody's not helping her with that child. That is wicked. She is wicked. I have been working at Cockroach Hospital as a patient care assistant for 15 years, and I've been taking care of that child. And now to see this blow up in my face, like right now, if you come here, me have clothes on and me hanger for the child when the baby when younger, and he used to come here, me have them, because every time me give her some clothes and she go down and the pitney come back with no clothes. So me keep on here buy clothes when she pitney come here. I didn't come with the clothes them dirty, or the clothes them not and good. Me say last week she left up here, she and the two baby, and me I'll carry them down and drop them down there, and the little girl will come on Facebook and star and it talks and nobody not help her with the little girl. She's wicked and it hurt me to my heart. It hurt me, man. It really hurt me. I love that child so much. I have 3 boys. And when I heard that it was a little girl, I love that little girl so much. And right now, me don't like DNA test for do, so me can know if I feel me penny for true, so me can take that little girl from her. Because she's very wicked. She is very, very wicked. So I just want the public to know, if she's suffering from the second baby father, she's not suffering from the first one. She's not suffering from the first one. The first one, she give her name Shanice Woolery. Her name. My son name Renaldo Grant. And he give her name Shanice Woolery. The little girl born on the 26th of November. And you go tell me, say, you tell the whole public, say nobody not help the little girl. But I never go to the little girl and show the little girl my picture and ask her, oh, you go tell us your grandma. I am deeply hurt inside and I want this to go viral. I want everybody to see this video. Thank you very much.
Now after Shanice got wind of these persons trying to discredit her story, Shanice took to social media to clear her name and making sure that persons understand that she is not a scammer and she was actually telling the truth. Shanice did a live stream where she was showing the entire surrounding, which is the same dwelling shown in the images in the Jamaica Star. Shanice showed the inside and the exterior of the property and wanted persons to understand her side of the story. Let's take a listen to what Shanice has to say.
Good morning. Actually, my page was private. Sorry about that, guys. Well, this is the real story. This is Shanice Woolery, the picture that going around with me. That I need help. I actually need help. This is my surrounding. What I lived in. This is my surrounding. The place that I lived in. This is my surrounding. This is my surrounding. That this is the graves all around, and this is actually my home. 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 This is the drum that I catch water into full up to wash clothes or wash plate. This is actually the house that is closed all around to back out the rat, but you can actually see that the rat pull them out and come inside and cockroach. And this is actually the toilet. This is actually the toilet that I use This is actually the toilet that I use. This is the toilet that I use. This is the toilet that what I use. This is the next part of, actually this part was dropping out and my father visit and back it up with the zinc and something. Actually, if I could actually take out the zinc, I will show you plenty of my clothes underneath there where I used to back up the flooring. This is actually the house. This is actually the house. This is the fence. This is the fence that, like when people fence their yard, this is the fence that fence my yard. And this would be like the veranda. This would be like the veranda, wash plate and stuff. This is inside. This is inside of my own. This is inside of the house. This is inside of the house. This is where, like, when night time when the rat them come in, they walk through there. This is like where the rat them walk through. Actually, you can see that my bed is on black. My bed is on black. And this is like this same room my stove and kitchen in. My kitchen is in the same room as well. This is a part of where this is the bed. These are the clothes. This is not all the clothes because actually I moved up at a place where somebody gave my father a couple months, but that is not much better. So, and the people them soon want them place. So actually, no. When I got pregnant with and I tell another that I'm pregnant, they say I'm telling lie. I'm telling lie. And Renee's grandma is telling people that I'm trying to scam them. I'm not scamming anybody. I'm not telling any lie. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I'm just actually telling people how I feel and what I'm going through. When I just have Renee's here, we just get pregnant. Renee's, I was in school. And actually, I was going to school till June till I was about six months old. And nobody knew that I was pregnant. My auntie found out I was pregnant for about 1 month or 2 months, but I did not know I'm pregnant. So I was staying with her at West Green, so she kicked me out and bring about my clothes. Actually, her friends can tell you the truth. I'm not telling lie. She actually cured my clothes back at this home in a and it's you and my uniform in his hand. Then when I got pregnant, and I tell them that I'm pregnant, but I was saying I told a lie because I didn't have any belly showing, but I was not telling any lie. Then actually now when all I'm going through, I was getting my sister putting me up, and I was there and we were not getting along because you know when you're pregnant you're very moody, but I wasn't getting along with her. So I actually moved back to this home again. Actually my life I'm moving up and down. My mother has 7 children and he did not grow any of us. He gave us all away. He gave us all away. So I don't grow with a mother. I don't know a mother love. So when I'm trying to raise my child, I want to give them the best. I'm trying to give my child the best attention and the best that I can. Some people see I'm laughing every day, but deep down they don't know my ass. They don't know the real thing or the real smile on my face. And actually, when I got pregnant with Renisha, now, she was giving me anything, and I tell Nana say, but I'm giving my mother things to give to you. And actually, like, she was taking the money and doing something different. Some of the time she was using Nana like to stop from school to wash her car, and she pay her and he would give her the money. But in the end of the day, Renisa was not getting any money because I was getting any money. Cause actually, if I was getting money, I would buy a baby clothes for my baby when I was going to have baby. And I didn't buy any baby clothes for my baby when I was going to have baby. Only clothes I have when I was going to have baby, it was my sister gave me clothes because my sister was pregnant. When my sister was pregnant, she lost the baby. And when she lost the baby, she was have a lot of baby clothes and things, and she gave me them. That was the baby clothes I put on Renisha. I didn't go out to any store and buy any baby clothes. I didn't go to any store and buy no baby clothes or nothing at all. When I have a baby, my auntie was telling me to come down here at West Kid and stay some of the time. But some of the time she was telling me about like Kevin. I was pregnant, so I couldn't do a lot of work in his house again, because when she took me when I was 14 out of this house, she was like using me. You know, when you help somebody and you're using them, but you help them, but you're using them at the same time. So she was using me by like working in his shop, or if she want to go downtown and buy a grocery for them and come back, cause me willing to do it because I don't have a better choice. So I was like, I have to go downtown and buy a grocery for her when the shop need grocery, and I have to sell in the shop and make my lunch money to go to school. But she would give me money and she would give me foods and everything. But I was kind of working to send myself to school. I was working to send myself to school, and that was it. I was doing chocks and feed, then I was stopped doing chocks and, but I was good at chock and feed, because if you look in the mirror in 2016 at Champs, I go to Champs and I run. If I'm willing to do something, I'm going to do it, because I know my father struggled with me. Some of the time my father don't even have money to send me to school, but actually I still went to school. My father gave me everything I want because my mother wasn't there. I don't know mother love. I don't know if my mother ever kissed me from my born or hug up me and tell me that, Shanice, I love you. And when I was in West Green, I was going to school, then I get pregnant. When I get pregnant, I was telling her I'm pregnant. She said, lie, I'm not pregnant. So it ended up that he was giving me mother things, and he was not giving me till I actually have baby. Up to when I was staying at my sister, she wasn't buying anything sent to my sister when I was staying there and pregnant. And the grandmother did not buy any baby clothes for Renisa. She did not buy any baby clothes for her. And actually when I have baby at the hospital, she come up there and she take off the alt of her baby, and I say, he have enough ear upon his head like we. And then she said to me, don't put another name in her baby name. Actually, Naldo have two names. Now I have Renaldo Grant and Renaldo Williams. So actually, if I put it in Renaldo Grant, actually one day I have to change, because Naldo himself have to change his own name for instance to get his real name too. So I did not put it in there, I put it in my name. So that is outcome. I wasn't willing to put anybody to court or nothing, because I know it is in my name and I didn't want to get in any problem or anything at all. So I actually got the baby clothes I got from me was from my sister. And when I have baby, like I have 6 Pampers. I bring 6 Pampers to the hospital to have a baby. So when I have the baby now, she come and look at the baby and the Pampers was finished. So she go and buy 6 more Pampers and a juice and a juice to me to drink. Cause you know that when you have baby, it's a hole in your tummy, you're hungry, so I drink it. I didn't really eat anything. And actually no, 1 week after I come out of the hospital, she called my phone and said if I want to do DNA, I tell her yes.
Well, viewers, there you have it. What do you think? Do you think the grandmother of Shanice's daughter is telling the truth, or do you think Shanice is telling the truth? Maybe there is a little bit of truth to both sides of the story, but you know, talk to me down below in the comment section. What do you actually think is going on here? Talk to me down below. I would love to hear from you. This has been another one from Unstoppable TV. Like, share, comment, and definitely if this is your first time here and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please consider hitting the subscribe button now. Turn on all notifications. Once you upload a video, you will get notified. No matter what, don't make nobody stop you. I'm unstoppable and I'm out.
Right now, you know we unstoppable.